Then a very wide range of speakers from the European Parliament, the European Court of Auditors, Central Bank, Eurosci, IFAC, IMF, and so on and so forth. And this was, I think, particularly helpful for having a fruitful exchange of views. So now, what we discussed at this conference were basically the political context, and of course the sovereign debt crisis, and economic governance, transparency, accountability issues. They had an own session. Then there was a discussion about IPSASs and, of course, national experiences of accounting reforms. And then, in the end, we had a panel discussion where we tried, in our concluding remarks, to outline the way forward. So this is our Director General, Walter Rademacher, speaking in front of Mr. Luca Pacioli. And Luca Pacioli, I think, left quite a lasting impact on the minds of those who attended the conference. The key question here is, how is it that nearly 500 years after Luca Pacioli, that public sector is not yet on accrual basis? So then quite a very strong political message from President Van Rompuy. To make it simple, this is the conclusion: Europe needs harmonized public sector accounting. First of all, there is no sound fiscal policies without good accounting. The importance of reliability of government accounts and trust in government accounting has been shown by dramatic episodes of inaccurate reporting of debt and deficit. And finally, another quite important message that moving towards deeper European integration and towards a genuine economic and monetary union, we need fully comparable public sector accounting and hence accounting standards for the public sector. Okay, then what we concluded at the end of this conference is that clearly political support for this project is growing, that EPSASs is a necessary tool for further fiscal and budgetary integration in the European Union. No question, it is an ambitious project with a medium-term scope, and the next steps that we envisage is a communication followed by a framework regulation, wherein then governance is, of course, a key issue that needs to be settled. So, next steps towards EPSASs. So, we think of it as a project that should go over 3 stages. The first stage by mid-2014, and we are preparing a Commission communication. Of course, in the end, it is the Commission and the College of the Commissioners who will decide on this. We are simply doing the work, so to speak. Then there is a second stage from mid-2014 by end 2015. And during this period, we would like to come up with a draft framework regulation on European public sector accounting standards, where we would like to treat governance structures and the standard setting process and procedures. We would like also to provide an impact assessment of the project and also some sort of a mid-term work program from the framework regulation onwards into stage 3, where we think that it would be possible to start endorsing specific standards and then go ahead with a stepwise implementation. So, these are also, here is the way we are trying to put some structure into the project. So, we think that we need 2 think tanks, these 2 task forces, the one on governance issue, the second one, a more technical one, looking at specific IPSAS standards and the potential translation or transformation into European public sector accounting standards. A public consultation, first of all, and above all on governance issues. And finally, we have also contracted out a study that is being carried out by PwC, and Patrice is also a member of the team that is working on the study. And all this, at the end of the day, will result into the Commission communication we are currently drafting and to be decided by the European Commission. And later on, the framework regulation that we would like to put forward later on as a follow-up to the Commission communication. So now, more concretely, the task force IPSAS governance has been already put in place. We had the first meeting 2nd October this year. So we discussed possibly future governance arrangements for the European public sector accounting standards, as well as underlying key governance principles that should be there to govern the whole standard setting process. And we have also launched a public consultation on the very question of EPSA's governance and governance principles. This consultation will run into February 2014. You are all very welcome to contribute, and you may have your say on the project. There is a consultation document that is linked to this public consultation, and of course an online questionnaire when you can put forward to us your views. So then a few words on the scope of this study. We would like to look a bit more carefully into cost issues as well benefits from the implementation, the potential implementation of European public sector accounting standards, because there has been a lot of discussion about this. In our study, the first study, we have put together all information that was available and we could get at this stage from our member states. Nevertheless, again, we would like to look a bit more into the details of this question and try to form a more concrete view about the potential costs of the project. Furthermore, as it has been also one of the key results and the findings of the study, that potentially some of the existing IPSASs, they are either not